They're coming all over the place. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. They're coming all. The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? Unbelievable. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened. Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position. Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with a man, Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
You know, the truth of the matter is that when you look at some of my policies, in a lot of ways, Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was.
He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent like hell. I'm talking about my son, Beau Biden. You're talking about me.
I don't know Beau. I know Hunter. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. It wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use, and he didn't have a job until you became vice president.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
You will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Unbelievable.
Mr. Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
I admit to always improving.
Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Everybody comes in, everybody comes in, your grandmother. Comes in, your grandmother. Comes in, your grandmother. Comes in, your grandmother. Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Comes in, your grandmother. He comes in, your grandmother. He comes in, your grandmother. Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy. Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Comes in, your grandmother. Comes in, your grandmother. Your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. Comes in, your grandmother.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped was at the deal standpoint when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, you saw how things have changed. One of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a baby cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board. I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight racing. Not a joke. There was a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only white guy, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where the mechanics, where all the pools over is. You know, the chain, there used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He pulled up and said, you walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I said, you're kidding me. He said, no, if you don't come back. And he was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And they had, in those days, used to remember the straight race. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty. Remember the straight race? You'd bang them on the curb, you'd bang them on the curb, get them on the curb, get them rusty. You'd bang them on the curb, you'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty. Kids jumping on my lap. And I looked at them, and I raised you'd bang them on the curb, raised you'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, and get them rusty. Jumping on my lap. And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you, Esther Williams. I apologize for that. I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, you apologize to me? I said, I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said. He said, okay, close your straight razor, and my heart began to beat again.
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources.
Everybody comes in your grandmother year. Everybody comes in your grandmother year.
$7 million for reef fish management. $25 million to combat Asian carp. $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down, that is not true.
it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, what they thought about it. Bad deal should have never been thought of. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, what they thought about it.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of this dumb fuck shit show. Welcome to the stream. So, I have very hot content for y'all. What I need to do right now is I need to brush my hair live on stream because I forgot to brush it like over the last 3 days, and it's kind of fucked up. And so I'm going to brush my hair live on stream, and y'all can deal with that while I buffer for time. Today is Sunday, folks. Sunday motherfucking fuck. Today I will be doing another episode of Sunday Runday, as I always do. I will be playing 4 games. Count them, 4 games. I will be playing Dark Souls. I will be playing Mega Man X6 and Mega Man X7. And I will be playing Spyro the Dragon. So, that's going to be the lineup today. I will be having fun. I like your hair. It's so soft. It is soft. That is factual. That is correct. This is how she makes her millions. Yes, I'm making millions right now. Can you imagine? Like, let's do this while I do my hair. So this morning I checked my YouTube comments, right? Let's see, where is this dumb fuck? Alright, so, I did this, I do videos, you may know this, I do videos, and sometimes these videos get watched by dullards, and when that happens, I laugh. So, I wake up, and, I'm literally shitting on the toilet, right, and I'm like, oh, what's going on my cell phone? So I check my cell phone, and I find, that this individual, just this very interesting, bizarre person, decided to post what may or may not be the most interesting comment of all time. So, as you can see here, one John Kramer. I really don't know what's going on in that profile picture. Like, I don't know what's happening there. That looks like a fucking... Anyway, you and your fellow idiots are nothing but neoliberal water carriers. You've made millions of money. Millions of money, folks. Thank you, Anastasia L, for the millions of money. Morn, thank you. You've made millions of money on a system that causes 40,000 deaths a year. You plan on working for a corporate media company that doesn't support any progressive policies and purposefully destroyed both of Bernie's campaigns. Jimmy Dore went through serious medical condition just like yourself. You need to do the research before you put a person fighting for Medicare for all in your mouth. So, this is on like a random Jimmy Dore video. I really don't know what this guy's talking about. I really have no idea. It's seriously bizarre. So I respond with, LMAO, I've made millions off of my shitty 8,000 sub YouTube show, question mark. And then they did the unthinkable. They did something that was, in quite literally, it was... unbelievable! So they did something... I hope that worked. I don't have my headset on. I couldn't hear that. But they did something that was very incredible. And they decided to follow up. They decided to try again. Now, typically, when people post these comments, I at least assume that they have immediate regret. But, not all the time they do. So this time, this person decided to write a live follow-up. So let's see what we've got here. So John Kramer says, that just shows that you are a piece of the criminal aspect of our current healthcare society. If everyone had healthcare for all, your money-making position would never exist. Your profit is made off of the deaths of thousands of innocent people. What the fuck? What is this guy talking about? Like, seriously, okay. And so I respond, at this point, I'm in my bedroom, right? Like, I'm just kind of chilling. At this point, I assume that this guy is, on drugs. This guy has smoked a hell of a lot of weed or is maybe on a drunken bender or something. I mean, it was like what, 7 a.m. when I had this conversation. So anyway, so I respond with, what the hell are you talking about? Money making position, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. My profit is off of deaths, question mark, question mark, question mark. Lol, dude, are you on drugs, question mark. And I have no problem with being on drugs. I plan on streaming myself being on drugs later today. That's what I plan on doing. So, I have no problem with drugs. Drugs are cool. But, like, you have to understand, when you're on drugs and you're trying to, like, own someone in a YouTube comment section, like, chances are you're not actually winning. I have no idea what this person thinks. Like, you know, typically, if someone were to say something like, you profit off of the deaths of 40,000 people, they would, like, cite an example of me profiting off of the deaths of 40,000 people. I have no idea what this guy's doing. But either way, not sending their best, folks. And in the words of our former president,
only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Anyway, maybe I'll clip that. I don't know. That was really funny. I gotta do more videos where I just dunk on the dullards, to be honest, because it's like free content and it's like it creates a feedback loop and everyone loves this shit. So maybe I'll go ahead and do that. But anyway, yeah, so this guy, very dumb. Very, very, very dumb. Let me check if they've responded again. Let me get like a live breaking news. Let's see. Kentucky Fried Space Comrade, $5 as a member of the Andrea Cabal. Keep going all the way to the top. One world government, an eternal hot girl summer. I like that. That's a good idea. I can write a book about that. Let's see. Did they respond? Sadly, they have not responded once again, so that's unfortunate. Maybe he took your sarcastic statements about it literally? No, that's possible. That's actually possible. Hold the phone, hold the phone. I forgot. Yeah. At the beginning of the video, I was like, as we all know, I work for a health insurance company. There's no way he actually...
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Gotta get some sleep, bitch. It's 10 in the morning. What the fuck? Anyway, like, there's no way he took that seriously. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. New channel firing up tonight. All Doom all the time. I love Doom. But yeah, so I want to reiterate that today is Sunday Rundy. I will be playing both Mega Man X6 and Mega Man X7. I will also be playing Dark Souls, and I will be playing Spyro the Dragon. So if anyone wants to watch me play any of those video games, I will be playing those video games live on stream very, very shortly. We'll probably fire it up around maybe noon or 1. I'm not sure, but I will be playing those 4, maybe more if I really feel like it, but, you know, we'll see. I will probably be doing drugs as well, so that should be fun. But anyway, so, let me fire up some news. Should we fire it up, folks? Should we fire it the fuck up? Should I fire up some news? Let's fire up some fucking news. Should we? Like, fire up some goddamn news? Imagine thinking I work for a health insurance company as like a serious... Like, imagine. I couldn't possibly. There's no way. Only 19 likes? What the fuck? What? You know what? This stream is on pause until I get 25. Like the fucking stream, folks. I'm holding y'all motherfuckers by ransom. Like the stream, folks. 25. I need 25. And then I'll get on with the news. Go, go, go. Come on. 23. Do I have 24? Do I have 24? 23. Do I have 24? Do I have 25? There we go. There we go, folks. There we go. Alright, so, folks. This is actually pretty intense. So there was an amendment that was trying to be amended onto the COVID relief bill that barely squoke by and not being passed. And this was a a very bizarre amendment that tried to ban trans kids from sports or something. So, like, again, you can't have a $15 minimum wage. That's against the rules. But what you can do that affects the budget is ban trans kids from sports. So I've got an article here, AOC weighed in. So, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Dina rebuked a Republican senator's amendment to the COVID-19 relief bill that would deny federal funding to states that allow transgender girls to participate in girls' sports. Republicans need to stop. I'll just, read the tweet. Trans kids are awesome, incredible, beautiful, and wonderful. Bigotry is not. God bless. Republicans need to stop obsessing over other people's gender identity because, frankly, it's very weird. And they're doing a lot of harm to children who are just trying to be themselves. Now, we all know that these rules, right? Like, how do you prove a kid is trans? Right? A lot of these states that have these laws on the books, a lot of these towns that have these laws on the books, you know what they do? They do mandatory genital checks for children. So the party of Save Our Children, the party of, it's for the kids, is trying to write a law that allows and mandates genital checks on children. Right? The party that has Jim Jordan, the same guy that ignored someone in his school molesting children, is the same guy who voted for a bill that wants to have mandatory genital checks on all children. So weird is a fucking understatement. So, but anyway, this failed to pass 49 to 50. One Republican is apparently calling in sick, so they didn't have to get Kamala in there. But the idea that half of the Senate wants to just ban trans people from everything, that's a little scary. That's a little scary. Not only that, but they want to mandate genital checks on not just trans kids, not just like 0.5% of the population. They want to touch everyone's genitals, and that's why it's disgusting. The progressive Congresswoman's post was in direct response to an amendment to the budget reconciliation bill introduced by Republican Senator Roger Marshall of Kansas and Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville of Alabama. The so-called Tuberville Amendment would strip states, local educational agencies, and institutions of higher education that permit any student whose, quote, biological sex, unquote, is male to participate in an athletic program or activity designed for women or girls. That's actually a pretty easy law to get over with, considering there's no such thing as biological sex. My biological sex is male. What does that mean? Like, what is biological sex? And when you ask these people what that means, they'll say something like chromosomes. And okay, well, what does that have to do with your strength? What does that have to do? It doesn't, like, whenever you try to get someone to explain what biological sex is, it's always like a game of whack-a-mole, trying to figure out what fucking random goalpost shift they're going to go to next. Marshall has been a long-time advocate against the inclusion of transgender students in women's sports, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck? These people are crazy. Anyone who tells you that Republicans and Democrats are the same is a liar, they're a scumbag, or they're dumb as shit. Again, if you think that there's no difference between Republicans and Democrats, I'm sorry, you're a dumb fuck motherfuck. Yes, Democrats are disappointing. Yes, Democrats are really cringy. Yes, they're garbage, blah, blah, blah. But to say that they're the same as Republicans, I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself with your privileged fucking dumb bitch bullshit. Okay, seriously. If you are so privileged in society that it doesn't affect you if a Republican is president, then you can shut the fuck up, log off of your Twitter account, stop posting YouTube comments on my videos, and maybe go, like, fucking do something else with your goddamn time, because I'm sick of that shit. Anyway, Republicans are crazy. What else is new? Jesus, motherfuck. We should spotlight their desire for genital checks. I mean, how else do you prove what someone's gender is? How else do you prove it? These states that have this bullshit in there, literally in the bill say, check the genitals of children. Like, is that, like, with your eyeballs in the locker room? Like, what is, like, why are you staring at fucking underage people? It's disgusting, to be honest. But again, this is the same party of Jim Jordan, the guy who ignored sexual misconduct allegations against his coworkers at his school. So, what are you gonna do, right? The party of touching kids' junks? That's what the party of the Republicans are. Thank you, JL, for the $5. Bravo! Is that a fox or a dog? It's hard to tell. Sexual identification cards. I mean, that actually sounds kind of cool. All right. You're my fucking eyeballs, man. That's a corgi? Okay. Why does the corgi have like a battle scar? If you look at the super chat picture, the corgi's got like a fucking battle scar. Was that corgi in like World War IV or something? What the fuck? Why do they have a battle fucking scar? I did JL dirty yesterday. I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest with you. I really don't.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
I have no idea what that means. Anyway, I'm so sorry. We all know I tease. A battle corgi. Honestly, even adults shouldn't be subjected to genital checks. It's just more shocking to consider kids getting molested as opposed to adults. I mean, no, for sure. I agree. It's just that, like, again, the party of touching children's genitals are the ones who are doing the hashtag Save Our Children. Wait, Joe Manchin voted for that? This is why I should do more research. Are you kidding me? How can I respond to people without writing their name out? Can do it in videos but not live streams for some way. I have no idea what you mean by that. I'm sorry, the YouTube chat's weird sometimes. I have no idea. God damn. So I've got some other interesting stuff here. Have I ever considered going to law school? Yeah, if I ever get like fucking $500,000, yeah, I'll go to law school. Why not? Really? Joe Manchin voted for that? That's fucked up. Hold on. What? God damn. Man, they should expel him from the Democratic Party, to be honest with you. Like, they really should over that. Jesus fuck. Anyway, I've got this other article here that I'm very interested in. I'm interested in this article, folks. My comment saying, yeah, she'd be very good at that was deleted. Are you kidding me? What? Why is like, hello? Like, let me just, like, you put that in quotes, right? Let me just, for the sake of, okay, that works for me. That's strange. Do I need to, I don't know. That's really weird. Man, it's so bizarre. Is it like, did they put in like a new formula or something? That's so strange. Speaking of strange, you see this dog? Maxie, come over here. Maxie, come over here. You see this fucking dog? Do you know what this dog did this morning? Do you know what this dog did this morning? I want y'all to guess what this dog did this morning. That's right, you better. You better be licking me very calmly and gently. You better. Do you know what this fucking dog did? Can you believe it? Oh, I know, buddy. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just telling everyone you're a bad doggy. You know what this dog did? Check this out. This motherfucking dog, right? I had to use the bathroom this morning. This motherfucking dog couldn't wait 20 seconds. And he decided to pee in the hallway? Can you believe this? Why'd you do it, Max? Why'd you do it? You peed in the hallway. You're not supposed to. I was gonna take you out. You knew that. This day gone dog? Can you believe this? Seriously, I can't believe it. And then I said, "You're a bad doggy, Max. You're bad." And then he looked really sad at me, and then I took him out. And I was going to do it. I was going to. I'm telling you, I was going to. Oh, see. He's upset. He's upset because I'm shit talking him. I'm ratting him out. Oh, Maxie, I love you. I love you. Look at this fucking dog. Ow! Ow! Can you hear that? Ow! Alright, folks. Yeah, damn right I snitched on that dog. He could hold it in. He could hold it in. Because I took him out like 3 hours before and he barely had any water. He could hold it in. He chose not to. Maybe he was excited. I don't know. Uh-oh. He's got the penguin. Oh, he could hold it in. He could. He could. This is fake news right here. Y'all are peddling fake news in the goddamn live stream. Anyway, folks, I don't know what this article is about, because I'm a professional newscaster, but I decided I would take this article and I would read it live on stream, and then we can all learn what it's about together. So let's do that. This is from NPR. Biden signals support for voting rights. Wow, look at this. This is a great picture. This reminds me of that like Hillary Clinton in someone's kitchen picture where like Joe Biden's like, "Don't look at me right now." Like, what is that? It's like, whoa. Anyway, as Republicans in state houses across this country introduce hundreds of bills raising barriers to vote, President Biden is issuing a new executive order signaling his administration's commitment to expanding, not shrinking, voting access and rights. Now, again, I want to remind everyone that all Democrats need to do right now is pass a couple pieces of legislation, and then they will probably have control over government for a significant period of time. Right now, I think the disparity is like, you know, the Senate's 50-50 right now. But the Democrats represent 40 million, more people in their states. Like the way that the states are partitioned. They represent 40 million more people. And that's a lot in a country where only 200 million vote on a good day, if you're lucky. Which we're never that lucky. So I want you to understand that. Among other things, the order directs federal agencies to put together plans to promote voter registration and participation. It also directs the General Services Administration to put together a plan improving the accessibility and user experience of vote.gov. Federal agencies will also be ordered to examine how they can increase federal employees' voting access or ability to take time off of work to serve as poll workers. The order appears to be more about signaling Biden's policy priorities than enacting major changes in federal voting rights policies. I don't know what the executive is capable of doing. I really don't. But I do know that they need to do this. They need to nuke the filibuster, and they need to pass S1, which is the voting rights thing. Expansive new federal protections for voting rights would only come via a new voting rights bill. The House passed a broad voting measure last week. What we really need to do is have a constitutional amendment that says every citizen above the age of 16 should have the right to vote. That's what I think. And I would even go as far as 14 if you're voting in a Senate election. But anyway, expansive new federal protections for voting rights would only come via a new voting rights bill. The House passed a broad voting measure last week. it would mandate automatic voter registration, bar state voter ID laws, and restore voting rights for felons, among other changes. But the legislation, H.R. 1, appears blocked, for now, by Senate rules requiring support from 60 senators for bills to advance. Republicans in Congress are united in opposing the measure authored by Democrats. Former President Trump's false claims of widespread voter fraud, while rejected by federal judge after federal judge, have further galvanized the Republican Party into pushing for more barriers in the voting process, including restrictions on early voting dates and more identification requirements for mail-in ballots, among other proposals in dozens of state houses. Again, the idea that we just don't have one person, one vote in this country, is just a little bit ridiculous. Like, if you look at all these other countries, like, you know, we're like, look at Bolivia, for example, right? You know, remember how we literally just, we being the United States of America, just decided to participate in a coup that overthrew the government for a year because we were, how dare you count the votes that quickly, right? And then in our election, we have the President of the United States pretend that the election was stolen and it took like weeks to count votes. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this technology that we use, like, is so ridiculous. It's so outdated. The laws that we have, like voter ID and restrictions, so disgusting, so bizarre, right? The fact that we don't have it be a federal, like, holiday for voting day. The fact that you have to, like, go to a voting booth and you can't, like, why can't you just vote online or something? Like, I don't know, man. Like, this whole thing is just a disaster. And it needs a complete overhaul, in my opinion, and this bill is the start of that. Every eligible voter should be able to vote and have it counted, Biden will say in a pre-recorded message that will be played on Sunday at a virtual gathering honoring the anniversary of the racist police attack on the Selma to Montgomery voting rights march led by John Lewis. If you have the best ideas, you have nothing to hide, Biden will say. Let more people vote. I love that Biden will say, like, yeah, we got this tape in advance. We could just show you the tape, but now we're just going to tell you what he will say. Biden's message comes just days after the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments in a case that would uphold restrictive voting laws in Arizona. But yes, I mean, that's good. I really, like, this is one of the most important things that could be done, I think, with the control that the Democrats have of the Senate, the House, and the presidency, is to, like, just expand voting rights. Because, again, when you've got a Senate where half of the Senate represents 40 million, more people than the other half, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. Look at the Electoral College. That should be abolished as well. We need a constitutional amendment to guarantee the right to vote, in my opinion, for every citizen above the age of 16. And I will hear the argument for the age of 14 when it comes to Senate terms. I also don't know why Senate terms are 6 fucking years. Who came up with that bullshit? Like, 6-year terms? Are you joking? Like, what? Like, I guess that's better than having a governor appoint them or whatever, but 6-year terms? What? You know, like, what? From an hour ago, Biden still opposes gutting the filibuster. What a gutless fucking freak. Joe Biden? People think banishing the Electoral College would lead to a virtually one-party system. I agree, that would be good. There's little to no difference between a one-party system and a multi-party system. I think a one-party system is a lot more easily achievable in this country, though, personally. And I'm willing to go in on that. I think the world would be a better place if the Republican Party were destroyed. Expand voting rights, declare them a terrorist organization, and have Democrats control government. I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. Because when you look at the way the Democratic Party functions, you have Joe Manchin, who voted to ban trans kids from sports, right? Which is like, okay. And you've got AOC, who wants to give $2,000 a month to every citizen. So, the way I see it, getting rid of the Republicans, okay, we don't need them. We basically have a one-party system. We do, I guess, if you take that, like, corporatocracy thing, like, super seriously. But the problem with that is that, like, they are different parties. And that, like, you know, with the culture war and the I'm red versus blue, man, shit. You know, that's a big problem. Whereas if you do have everyone in one party, People are less likely to do that stupid team sports mentality, and they're more likely to talk about the issues. But that's my opinion. I think a multi-party system and a one-party system in the United States would be functionally identical. Assuming that one party is the Democratic Party. But that's, you know, that's the way I see it. I think we should have a no-party system, to be honest with you. People should be elected on their ideas and only their ideas. But that's my take. You see, Jeffrey, that would be interesting to have a discussion about. Look at this guy trying to weasel his way on the live stream. Trying to weasel this way. We should be having a discussion. Okay, Glenn Greenwald. This sounds like something that should be open for debate. Alright, Glenn. BRB coffee's done? Hell yeah. I love when my coffee is done. Not today, but sometime soon. Fucking not today. Alright, folks. Not today, but sometime soon. Fucking sometime soon. What does that even mean? That literally means whatever. I see you're ducking me. Typical. Yep. I'm censoring your free speech, Jeffrey. Speaking of being censored, I'm wearing pajamas right now. And these pajamas are censoring me because there's a giant fucking hole in them. I took them out of the wash and there's a hole. Literally, it like the entire, like, these pajamas, they're great pajamas. I love them. Scooby-Doo, motherfucker. They got a hole in them that's so big that I couldn't possibly be around other people wearing these pajamas. And it makes me uncomfortable. So, I just thought I would share that story. No, you cannot see the hole. That is not happening. But yeah, these making me very uncomfortable. And that's just kind of the world we're living in. Sew it, I don't know how to sew. Mend it, I don't know how to mend. Patch it, I don't know how to patch. I know none of those things. On live television, no less. Can you believe it? It's unbelievable. That's what it is.
Unbelievable.
Fuck. Name the new asshole Kirsten Cinema. That's a good idea. Sorry about your pants. No, it's okay. Ooh. Duct tape? I could do duct tape. Sewing is pretty easy. Okay? And you call yourself a communist. I call myself a communist. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll learn. I'm not gonna learn. Alright, folks, I've got another article here. I want to explain a few things. Again, I will be doing something. I will be doing Sunday Run Day later today. Sunday Run Day. I will be playing Mega Man X6, Mega Man X7, Dark Souls, and Spyro the Dragon. And maybe other games if people really want me to. I will probably be doing specific substances, and we'll see how it goes. I prefer Mega Man t-shirts. I do prefer Mega Man t-shirts. As you can see, this is Rush the dog. The dog is a robot. Do you wear skirts or dresses? I have never worn a skirt or a dress in my entire life. I'm not interested. Maybe I'll do some Doom if people show up. I will admit to nothing, Jeffrey. Staples. I should staple it. I could staple. I have been known to staple. Alright, folks. So tune in for the stream today, folkies. Folky. Anyway. I read this article, and when I say I read this article, I mean I'm going to read it live on stream for the first time. Trump White House associate tied to Proud Boys before riot via cell phone data. Alrighty, let's go. A person associated with the Trump White House communicated with a member of the Proud Boys in the days before the January 6th insurrection, the New York Times reports. The FBI used location, cellular, and call record data to make the connection between the unnamed person and the fringe far-right group. The Times also noted that none of the phone data showed any connection between rioters and members of Congress on January 6th. In the aftermath of the insurrection, Democrats made claims that Republican lawmakers have been involved in the incident, including to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, calling for any members of Congress involved to be criminally charged. All right. The names of those parties involved in the phone call between the White House associate and the Proud Boys were not disclosed, and the FBI doesn't know exactly what what was discussed during the phone call. According to the Times, previously, Roger Stone, a longtime Trump associate, was under investigation in 2019 for his alleged involvement with the Proud Boys. Reminder: Roger Stone was on the night before January 6th. I covered this in a video. Was given a speech in front of this Proud Boys at this nightclub, right? And they were dancing, they were having a good time on January 5th. I think I covered that on the morning of January 6th, if I remember correctly. For his alleged involvement with the Proud Boys, ultimately the investigation did not lead to any charges being brought against Stene. Following the January 6th Capitol riot, Stene once again became a subject of a probe by the Justice Department and the FBI. Stene had previously claimed he was not involved in the insurrection despite being in Washington, D.C. that day. "I had no advanced knowledge of Capitol riot," he told ABC last month. Stene has admitted in the past to having ties to the group's leader, Enrique Tarrio, who was charged over his connection to the riot. The FBI did not immediately respond to the Hill's request for comment. Was Enrique Tarrio charged? I thought he was arrested a couple days before. Let me look into that. Oh, apparently this happened last month. Enrique and other Proud Boys were charged for plotting. Interesting. Okay. There you go, folks. There you go. The Trump White House was involved, as if we didn't already know that, but it's good to get the confirmation, in my estimation. So, bonk, go to insurrectionist jail. Hell yes. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Well, apparently, according to this update, he was also charged with other things as well in relation to the January 6th, like planning or plotting or whatever. So, proud snitch, proud bitch, proud boy. Alright, folks. How's everyone doing? Let me get a vibe check going on. Kelsey crying. That's not good. Vibing out of control. Hell yes. Doing okay. Good. Vibe. Good. Doing good. Coffee emoji. Good. JK. Good. Dab emoji. Good. Sober. Bad. Vibin'. Kissy cat emoji. Good. My brain is in ultra low power mode, but vibes are happening. Good. Doing good. How are you, sis? Good. Zip emoji. Good. Trying to troll Peter Dow again. Have fun. 0PE, just chilling up. Have fun. Myla Rasan, just got up. Feeling not fully awake. I got up like 5 hours ago. So, stay home and trigger a depressive episode versus go out and trigger a panic attack. Oof. Maybe we can meet in the middle and you can stay home but watch my live stream later. I will be doing Sunday motherfucking ass motherfucking shit fucking run day, probably around noonish, noon to noon 30 potentially. Bell peppers stuffed with fried rice. Ooh, that sounds good. Bell peppers, like stuffed peppers in general, are something I need to learn how to make more of. That's something I've not cooked myself yet. I'll be doing great if you play Doom today. Bodan, I will play Doom today if you stay up and watch the entire stream of what else I've got planned. How's that? My brain is still in recovery mode from digesting all of these high-level ideas. I love to digest. Playing Nintendo Switch, God bless. Sunday Run Day is a mood lifter. Thank you, thank you. I try to be family friendly. You can watch with the folks and the kids, you know. Get a whole multi-generational watch party going on. Pro tip, Peter Dow is one of the more fun political check marks on Twitter. Yeah, he's okay. Oh, it's called Sunday Run Day because you are speedrunning. That's correct. Triple hell exploding time bomb barbed wire deathmatch. What the fuck? Your noon is my deep sleep phase. Okay. Stuffed peppers are everything. I love it. Have you talked about Swalwell's lawsuit? Yes, I covered that the other day. I believe there's a clip uploaded on the channel. Use tinfoil on them. I'm going to use tinfoil on you. Yeah, she talked about that the other day at Mila. Thank you. See that? Zero PE is trying to become my secretary. Does anyone want to hop on Discord for some call-ins? If you've got a Discord account and you're in the Discord server, hop into the VC chat room, and I will drag you into the private oof chamber, which you can utilize to speak to me. And, you know, let's try not to make it too awkward or too cringy here, folks. But, you know, it's open. Vegan stuffed peppers. What else would you make? What other thing would you stuff a pepper with? This ought to be interesting. My message was I have no idea what's going on there with auto modding or whatever. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, I'll read this article. Why not? It sounds fun. So, the arbiter of death in the 2020 Democratic primary has returned, folks. That is correct. Clyburn is at it again, and this seems like a decent article. He seems to be bucking against Biden, Manchin, and Sinema here, so let's read, let's find out the scoop. Top House Democrat Jim Clyburn. No way we'd let the filibuster deny voting rights? Ooh, no way. Let's see how this goes. Again, the filibuster, it only exists because of Jim Crow ideologies and laws, right? The Senate is a 51 vote Senate. That's all you need. A majority in the Constitution, the Senate is just a majority rule, right? But then a bunch of senators after Reconstruction were like, yo, these motherfuckers have too much. They've got, you know, majority. They're got like, well, how do we find a way to prevent black people from voting? And they came up with the filibuster, right? And the filibuster has been used for decades and centuries to deny specifically black people the ability to vote. And once again, the filibuster is right in this capacity. Not just with, obviously at this point, not allowing black people to vote, but they're trying to basically ban as many people as they can from voting in as many ways as they can. The Republicans in state legislatures want to ban all forms of mail-in voting. They want you to only be able to vote, like, between, like, fucking 2 and 2:30 p.m. on, like, what, like, they're really going hard at this shit. So let's see what Jim Clyburn has to say. One of the most powerful Democrats in Washington has issued a frank warning to members of his own party, saying they need to find a way to pass major voting rights legislation or they will lose control of Congress. The comments from Jim Clyburn, the House Majority Whip, came days after the House of Representatives approved a sweeping voting rights bill that would enact some of the most dramatic expansions to the right to vote since the 1965 Voting Rights Act. Even though Democrats also control the U.S. Senate, the bill is unlikely to pass the chamber because of a procedural rule, the filibuster, that requires 60 votes to advance legislation. In an interview with The Guardian this week, Clyburn called out two moderate Democratic senators, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, who have opposed getting rid of the filibuster. Republicans across the country are advancing sweeping measures to curtail voting rights, and letting expansive voting rights legislation die would harm Democrats, Clyburn said. There is no way under the sun that in 2021 we are going to allow the filibuster to be used to deny voting rights. That is exactly, by the way, what Sinema and Manchin are trying to do. That just ain't gonna happen. That would be catastrophic, he said. If Manchin and Sinema enjoy being in the majority, they had better figure out a way to get around the filibuster when it comes to voting and civil rights. Now again, Joe Biden is against nuking the filibuster, right? So Clyburn needs to go up to the guy who he got elected, right? What was the whole point of getting Biden in the White House, in Clyburn's estimation? Was so that he would have a favor in the White House. Use that motherfucking favor. You know what? Bernie, all water under the bridge, buddy. Right? All water under the bridge. If you can get Biden to support nuking the filibuster, come on, Clyburn. Come on, man. So, I don't know if I really need to read the rest of this. Here we are talking about the Voting Rights Act he worked so hard for, and the name, and that's named in his honor, and they're going to filibuster it to death. That ain't gonna happen, I guess, and referring to the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. But anyway, that's actually super interesting, and like again, Biden needs to stop being a little beta male bitch. He needs to come on, and he needs to nuke that motherfucking filibuster, and we need to pass that Equality Act. We need to pass like $2,000 monthly stimulus payments, $15 minimum wage. Let's get it. Let's get it. For those of you that don't know what the filibuster is, you may have heard the term filibustering. The filibuster was originally designed as a way to force debate. It was the original implementation of it was that if a senator, let's say you need 60 plus votes or what, like, you know, let's assuming we have a 100 vote Senate. You need 60 votes in order to pass legislation without allowing for debate. So if someone wants to go up there and who's strongly opposed to legislation, they'd go up there and they would filibuster, right, as a verb, right? You may have heard the term like, oh, Bernie's going to go filibuster, right? The original intention of the filibuster was to allow people to force a debate, and then majority would rule. But then they changed it as a way to prevent, post-Reconstruction, they changed it as a way to prevent black people from getting full civil rights and voting rights. Right, so then it was, oh, you need 60 votes, not just to debate or to, like, you know, to avoid debate, but you need 60 votes in order to pass the damn legislation at all. So they went from forcing debate, which in my opinion is good. It's good to force debate. If someone wants to go up there and speak for 13 hours straight, let them. That shouldn't have any vote or whatever. That shouldn't carry any weight on whether or not the shit gets passed with majority rule. But then, right, the Republicans, right, the modern day Republicans, decided, we're just going to do away with that debate requirement. So all they need to do is say filibuster. Like, just send Chuck Schumer an email, yo, filibuster. And that's it. And then now, all of a sudden, the threshold has been raised to 60 votes. A ridiculous rule that needs to be overdone. Yeah, fuck the filibuster. All my homies hate the filibuster. I'm actually reading a book, called Kill Switch about the filibuster, so there you go. Yo, yeah, okay. Let's get into a call, folks. You ready for this? Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Who the hell are you? Explain yourself.
Jeff, Eminent Prof from Good Morning Comrade.
All right, so welcome. You're calling into the show. You're the only person that was in the waiting room. How does it feel waiting alone?
Very lonely.
Were you afraid I would never pick up?
I mean, considering that it took like 10 seconds for you to pick up, I didn't have very much time to worry about that.
Okay.
So.
All right, so you called in. You're a caller. Now what?
Oh, hello?
Oh, now you don't even know. What? Hello? Is this on?
On.
Motherfucker calls in the show. Doesn't know how to use the phone. Can you believe it?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, my cat stepped on a button. Sorry.
Oh.
Mixer. So,
So you called in. What the hell do you want?
I wanted to say good morning, comrade. How are you today?
Pretty
and
good.
I don't know. I just wanted to kind of. Jeez, I'm getting owned in chat.
Yeah, you are.
Really, I came here because I'm a pain pig for that kind of shit. So there you go.
There you go.
I wanted to kind of check in, see how you're doing, and how you're doing on this lovely Sunday.
It's pretty good. I'm doing great.
And I guess maybe we could talk a little bit about the. So I guess about the. I'm obsessed with the Alabama union.
Right. Hit me out.
Have you keeping an eye on it?
You are the resident delegator for that task. So you give me the information, I will monetize it, and then give you nothing in return.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So for the folks who are watching, you should probably go check out on Twitter, Amazon Union.
Amazon Union. Okay.
Let me check and make sure that that's correct. I'll put it in chat. It's the Best Alabama Amazon Union, and essentially workers there are organizing to start a union at Amazon, which is like double, like super important because in the South we have a lot of like really terrible anti-union labor laws, and also Amazon is one of the worst union busters of in the entire country. And so like this is like an opportunity to kind of hit both with one sort of stone. So definitely there you go, the Amazon Union on Twitter on Twitter.
Follow him, folks.
Follow him, folks. That's really all I wanted to shout out. I mean, you were calling for callers, and I was just like, hey, I'll call.
There you go.
All right. I guess I can go.
Is that it? Are you gonna leave?
I mean, I can hang, or I can leave.
You can leave.
Whatever.
I mean, I'd prefer if you left. No, I'm just.
Oh, okay. Damn. Owned again. Owned in chat and owned IRL.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but you're going to need to leave now. No. We got another person in here, so now I get to kick you. Now it's no longer optional. Wait. I almost just kicked him from the server. So let's see. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I guess I was watching your show and decided to call in.
I did say that. How's it going?
Pretty good. Hi guys, my name is Jose Campos, and I'm a complete dumb fuck, and I am living in the dumb fuck state of Texas.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, it's not a fun place to be at the moment, given the fact that our governor is a complete dumb fuck.
Right, I heard about that.
I'm guessing your audience knows about the story of how our governor got rid of the mask mandate, and now we're relying on private businesses to do all the work for the government at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I live in like the super southern tip of Texas, and we also are fortunately our private businesses are doing their best to do the work for us. I heard McAllen was allowing businesses to press charges on people who, if they didn't allow masks. No, sorry about that.
You're good.
So So the city of McAllen allows private businesses to press charges on citizens who refuse to abide on wearing masks. So that's pretty good. So we could see a ray of light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully. Although I kind of have a little bit less faith on businesses doing that, but we'll see. And
I mean, that's one of the problems. Like, I live in North Carolina, and my grocery stores, like, they all have the signs on the wall that said mask required. But, like, all the people that work there are just too afraid of everyone to ever talk about it. Right? So you see people wander in without a mask on and their Trump hat and their American flag shirt. And they just wander in maskless, and everyone just looks at them and is like, are you going to say anything? No? Are you going to say anything? And then they just let the guy walk around and spread the virus everywhere.
Right. And it's a little bit nicer here than compared to the more conservative areas in Texas, although we have our own problems. People aren't really doing the 6 feet apart thing anymore. They're just
right.
And most of the businesses are like allowing lots of, like, specifically restaurants are allowing a lot of people inside, which is not really good. Probably becoming a new hotbed of disease.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, so I guess that was it mostly. Although we also have like this homeless problem because like I live in like one of the poorer areas of the valley.
Right.
There's a lot of homeless people sleeping in certain areas. I live like right outside a business district where it's a major hotbed of homelessness, which is not fun. And I guess I don't really know what to say, but I guess we should do something to help them. Like the Loaves and Fishes around here does a lot of good programs, and I should plug them to if you guys want to know.
Yeah, do you have
just look up
links? Do you want to post them in the Discord and I'll paste them in the chat?
Well, it's like a volunteer organization, and I kind of don't have the link right now.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
That's fine. I will give you multiple seconds. I will give you surplus seconds.
But yeah, they've been doing a hell of a good job with the homeless, especially after that winter storm that happened just a few weeks ago.
Right.
And
do you know if there's an update on people like in their energy bills? Has there been any movement on that?
No. I don't have any information on that part.
Okay.
So yeah, it's okay. But yeah, it's kind of nuts, and I'm just hoping things will. Where do you want the link to be posted?
Just post them in the Discord, and then I'll repost in the chat.
Okay, because I don't know how to use Discord. I'll just put it in the freedom of.
Yes,
section.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry, like I just never liked Discord.
Well, you better start liking Discord. You're on it right
now. But shout out to my local Loaves and Fishes of the Rio Grande Valley. They are doing fantastic work. If you guys got like your own local homeless shelters, I recommend that you plug them in. They are really important to helping the homeless. And thank you very much, Andrea, for it was a fun chat.
Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate that.
Hey,
you have a good one, okay?
Well, you too. Bye.
All right. See, look at this. I'm a professional. And they left without me kicking them. That's amazing. Hello? And they left without me kicking them. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Is this thing on? Oh, I can hear
Can you
myself.
hear me?
I can hear
Hello?
myself. Oh, no? Oh,
I
no.
hear an echo, so I'm... Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I turned down the volume. I'm a total dumb fuck living in Santa Monica, California.
Thank you.
but I can't hear you because I just turned the volume down to eliminate the echo. So
Oh, no?
I'm gonna turn the.
Oh no.
Not quite sure how to do this so that I can hear you and not hear an echo. Uh-oh.
You can put me not all the way down. Wait, can you hear me in any capacity? Am I audible at all?
Way down. Wait, can you hear me?
Oh no.
Oh, I'm such a dumb fuck. I think
just
I'm
deal.
gonna hang up.
We can deal with the echo. All right. What'd you call in about? What is on your mind at this current moment in time?
I just, well, actually, Andrea, darling, I adore you.
Thank you.
I was wondering how much it would cost to get you to read the whole 65 pages of the Swalwell suit against Trump, or did you already do that?
All 65 pages? Like a storied book?
65 pages.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be totally awesome, and that you get a lot of hits.
I mean, maybe. Do you have like a link to that where I could find that? Like, it sounds like a lot of reading.
Yeah, I do. I have. I looked it up, and I have it. I do. I looked it up.
All right.
Wait. I have it. Where is it? It's the New York Times said read it, and here it is. It's coming up. The New York Times said read it.
Just post it in the Discord Freedom of Speech channel.
And there's no paywall for it, Andrea.
All right.
And there's no paywall for it, Andrea. There. I just put it in the chat, my dear sweet Andrea, and
all right.
My dear sweet Andrea, and
it's all good. You're good.
I apologize for being such a dumb fuck echo person.
That it's all right. I promise you. We'll get it better next time. Like, you'll have however many hours we'll be able to figure out a system.
You'll have however many hours we'll be able to figure out a system.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Okay, well, I just want to say goodbye because I'm tired of the echo.
Okay, thank you. You have a good one.
I'm tired of the echo.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove. All right. Good stuff. Thank you. It's all good, folks. It's all good. Can't do it perfectly the first time. You know, sometimes it's the second time that's perfect. What are you gonna do? All right. That's enough for the calling thing. But yeah, how's everyone? Is everyone happy? Maybe I'll do that. What do y'all think? I completely fuck it. I fucked up, didn't I? I mean, this sounds like it would be a really long experiment, if I were to do this, so like, I don't know. I guess the question is how much it would cost me? And the answer is, I don't know. So give me a number, I think. Give me the number of how much it would cost. Like, in your estimation, you being anybody. For me to read like, this is like just reading a book. Like, I'm reading a book out loud. So, I would have to, I don't know. Commies can't read, that's true. $11,780. I can agree with that. Yes, I have voice channels in my Discord. Well, I'm not going to make someone else read it, because then I'll have to split the money with them. Swalwell lawsuit ASMR video. I mean, yeah. Hell yeah, right? As far as the Jimmy Dore stuff, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not really feeling like ruining the vibes of Jimmy Dore. I'll do it tomorrow. Do it on a Monday. $100? I'll take $100. What am I trying to do? I am requested to read a 65-page lawsuit from Eric Swalwell, which is, I believe, just details more coordination between Trump and the riders and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure it just has like a lot more info there. Pre-record it? I don't know if I can pre-record it. I would have to do it live just for my own personal sanity. Well, we'll see about that. We'll put it on the docket. For now. Get my feet in the mix. My feet are a little fucked up right now. Like, I've got, like, my feet skin is being torn off. Let's see if I can. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. See, I'm losing my feet skin. It's just like, sometimes this happens. Like, my feet get super calloused and then the calluses fall off. It's really strange. I don't know why that happens. But anyway, control print screen. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. If anyone wants me to send them some foot flakes in the mail, I will do so. Just send me a DM. Can maybe, you know, get a couple sprinkles for your own personal use. Put night cream. I don't know about that. Do I watch the Humanist Report? Sometimes. I believe he follows me on Twitter, so... Unless he unfollowed me on Twitter, which is very possible. I gotta start networking a little better. How are the wiki feed? I haven't looked in like a week. Let me check. I'm checking right now. 65-star ratings, but I'm at a 4.5 star because of the trolls. The trolls decided to bombard my page with attacks. Unfortunately. This is really funny. I'll do a follow-up to this at some point, for sure. But that day is not now. How close am I? I will do that when I get nail polish, because the nail polish that I have is old, and, it's not good, so I have to get new nail polish. Miley Rasan, $10. I know this isn't enough. You could read the lawsuit in episodes with sound drops for punctuation. Okay. That's not a bad idea. Like, for example, when Eric Swalwell exposes the former president, he could say... Unbelievable. Foot flakes, you bet. Anyway, I'm going to be stopping the stream around now. Again, I will be back in an hour-ish. I will be back in an hour-ish. With Sunday Runday. I will be doing Mega Man X6, Mega Man X7. I will be doing Dark Souls. And I would be doing Spyro the Dragon. I may do more after that, depending on the vibes, but we'll see. Hello, Todd. I'm attracted to you, Andrea, more than I'm attracted to Jillo. Attraction is funny. I'm also attracted to Nomiki Const. Well, thank you for that, Todd. I appreciate that. If you want to showcase your attraction by giving me money, I'm capable of accepting that money. $10 from JL, for example, who has also given me money. Thank you, JL. I should say that, again, if you want to give me cash without YouTube taking about a 20% cut, you can do so on PayPal, Cash App, and Patreon. So you can do that here. I might have fucked up the links. Oh, shit. Alright, how about that? There you go. Oh, boom. Nothing funny about what? What's not funny? I will be doing Doom 5 at some point, but not on Sunday fucking Run Day. It's a fucking day for fucking speedrunning. I've never even played the goddamn game before, and you want me to speedrun it in one day? Please, please. You know what that sounds like to me? You know what that is?
Unbelievable.
You see this dog? Hello, Max. Maxie, you want to say goodbye to the stream? Maxie, you want to say goodbye? He's coming. Folks, he's coming. Nothing funny about the fact that the guy finds you attractive. It's not funny. It's just great. Come on, Maxie. Maxie, Maxie. I wish my goal is for everyone in this stream to find me attractive. That's what I'm looking for. That's the idea. Maxie. Come on, buddy. Look at this dog. Come on. You can step on the pillow. You're allowed. I'm not mad at you. Look at him. Oh, wait, you can't even see him. Look at the doggy. He just left? Wait, who left? Oh, yeah, Max, yeah. Well, he doesn't know how to turn around on the bed, so he has to get off of the bed and then come back on. You're a dumb doggy. Yeah. Yes, you are. You're a dumb doggy. You're dumb. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. No, look at this dog. Look at this dog. All right. All right, doggy. All right. Okay, folks. What's up, y'all? Hopefully everyone's having a great day. Hopefully everyone has a great day. I will be back later. Sunday run day will take approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 hours. Maybe. So it'll be an all-day affair. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited. You should be excited. I will also say that I reserve the right to turn the stream off at any point if I feel that that is necessary or if I choose to do so. You spammed my Discord. I don't think you did. I may have forgotten to reply to you though, because I'm a piece of shit. Yes, I am so sorry. You didn't spam me. You're good. I sometimes forget things. I got really high the other day, so my apologies. But yeah, so I reserve the right to end the stream at any point if I feel that that is the best decision. If I feel that that is not the best decision, I will be playing Mega Man X6, Mega Man X7, Dark Souls, and Spyro the Dragon. So, that should be fun. Will I have more than 30 viewers? Probably not. Probably not. I keep missing these. It's okay. I will be streaming again in less than an hour. So there you go, folks. Whew. Need more cuteness and bad B words in my life? Fuck yeah. But yep, again, Sunneth Day, motherfucking Runneth Day. Going to be live in about an hour. I'm going to do absolutely nothing and then start the stream. And by that I mean make sure Max is fed, water the dog, make sure the dog doesn't fucking pee on the goddamn fucking hallway again. I gotta pee. I might brush my teeth. I don't remember if I did it this morning, so I might do it again and or for the first time. Yeah, so hopefully everyone's gonna have a good day. I'm gonna have a good day. You forgot the period at the end of the M in your chat message, Billiard Dilliard. And I hope that everyone's happy. I hope that y'all are okay and satisfied and all that kind of stuff.
Really, how many people do that? You mean they moved out and then they said, "Ah, the hell with it, I'll move back in." You know, it doesn't sound like very normal. You mean they moved out and what? They missed it so much that they wanted to move back in? Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
about to be 34 and I have no family. 'Cause my dad had 2 kids by the time he was 27.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you know what the problem is though? It's definitely not me. I think it's everybody else.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Comes in your grandmother. They come in so easily, so crazy. Everybody comes in your grandmother. So crazy, so crazy. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right?
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore could go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. $7 million for reef fish management. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it. $25 million to combat Asian carp. Bad deal, should have never been thought of.
The good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back.